Now, in the same interim, they go, oh, she got put into freaking, intelligence. I did get put into, I did. But it doesn't mean my country was on my team. It doesn't mean my country was on my side. It doesn't mean any of that. You know what I mean? I've left my body a lot, okay? They've hit the button a lot on me and have said, good luck. Hey y'all, and welcome back. I really wanted to get a message to the main channel today. God, like the messages and the energies right now are messy because you have two opposing forces right now, and the opposing force that's evil got into space, okay? So I've talked about this a lot. We have to shut down all space operations. That's one of the first commands that came in. It might have been one of the first commands that I even sent out, okay? As command. This is after Joe Biden told me that I was the president, and not once or twice, but like multiple times that they told me that I was the president. It was like this big secret they were keeping from me because they didn't want me to know how powerful I was. They didn't want me to have any idea who I was. I can tell you that I knew I had moved into a whole other land where I was around military. This was not positive military. This was a covert dark operation military. I know that I was around tunnel systems in Iraq and Baghdad. I know that I was around grays. I was around gray aliens. I was around these grays from the frickin' 1960s. I was rescuing grays, and I didn't mean to rescue them. I just was like sending them love and light because they were scaring me so much. I was doing things that I mean, I'm a light worker, man, and they put me around the darkest dark. So like, I didn't know where I was, okay? I was in a form of, I guess, an alternate reality because I was a beta lab rat for Neuralink. I was definitely around Elon. I had seen him microwaving dogs, okay, in Oceanside. I saw them doing really dark experiments on babies. I saw baby labs around Newport Beach that they were torturing babies. I was around the darkest dark. I was around oligarchs. They were on me. There was a moment where I went into a massage place in Oceanside that probably in hindsight was seedy as F, but I just wanted to go to a massage place that I could afford. And the minute I got in there, I took off my clothes, and the woman like basically came into the room. I got this horrid feeling. She left the freaking room with the door open, and I have nothing on me. I'm under a sheet, and I felt that somebody was in the back room that wanted to kill me. I mean, that's the energies that were coming up. I literally jumped off of the massage table, got my stuff on. I think I left my rings, and I just freaking bolted. I ran out the freaking front door because I felt like my life was about to freaking end at that freaking massage place, okay? Like something bad was there. I have Judgment Day coming in. Now, I don't know why I'm replaying this for you all right now, but the stuff I have seen through Neuralink, which is a chipping system, it is everything that they showed you with this physical metal thing going into somebody's brain is not true. It's AI, okay? Just like they're forwarding all their AI agendas, it is in coordination with Mattel, and that is why they did the Barbie movie. Okay, they talk about a girl in California who got stuck in a portal in the opening scene, okay? This is, I thought that might have been me. I was like, they're talking about me. They are talking about me. I got stuck in a freaking portal, and I can't get out. I think they turned me into Starlink. I'm not even kidding, because I got stuck dealing with Russia, and I was on one of our military ships. There was a portal to freaking Moscow through one of our military ships. I know who owned me. I knew who my prison guard was, who was torturing me. I could see all of them, okay? And I knew exactly what military I was around at that time. It can take a while for me to clear energies. I am always working with the light. And typically it can even take a half hour to clear energies, and then I'll see the person behind the operation. That's when I'll get to the Bill Barfs of the world, okay? That's when I'll get to the Mike Flynns. That's when I get to the Eric Princes. When I clear energies for a half hour, that's when I'll get to them, okay? I might not initially see these people, but if I clear enough energies, I will get to the freaking headmaster of who's doing it. I'll get to the George W. I'll get to the Dick Cheney. I will get to them. I will find out who's running the initial operations and who the mastermind is behind the operations, so to speak, okay? So that's how I figured out a lot of who these people were, because it wasn't like one time. It's like I'm going under attack 24 hours a day. After a while, you're seeing the same faces. I mean, it's like, oh, it's them again. Oh, it's Putin again. Oh, it's this. It's Crazy Kimmy again. It's these people again. Are you kidding me? You're realizing you're a job. Okay, and you can start to put together certain information after a year or 2 or 3 years. You can start to put together information and start to realize, who you are, so to speak, okay, or who they are. You start to get to know them. Now, in the same interim, they go, oh, she got put into freaking, intelligence. I did get put into, I did. But it doesn't mean my country was on my team. It doesn't mean my country was on my side. It doesn't mean any of that. You know what I mean? I've left my body a lot, okay? They've hit the button a lot on me and have said, good luck. Or I'm not, There have been people excited to watch me die, okay, where I am suffering and I think I'm going to die, okay, and they're happy about it. I can hear them. I can see them watching me. It's really sick what they've done to me. They have done things where they have stolen my eggs and put those eggs into baby labs connected to Jeffrey Epstein and Manhattan and Jared Kushner. And I believe they have created these babies and have sacrificed them. And when they sacrifice these babies, they become a part of who you are. So they are essentially glued to your freaking soul. And you're glued to your biggest enemies, okay? Your enemies are literally around you 24 hours a day. And it is the sickest warfare you could ever imagine. They have turned us into Gilead. Okay. A lot of people came to me and mentioned, not a lot, but I had clients that came in and was like, you should watch the Handmaid's Tale, or whatever it is. And I was like, no interest. I have no interest in it. Now I understand why. Okay. I watched like 2 episodes by accident, and those are the episodes where they're killing the commanders. Okay. It's like, it's not an accident, or they're escaping from this town and there's one person left. I mean, it's literally like my life story. It feels like everybody that I trusted, that I had met through my channel, that clients of mine that I had for years, it's like everyone left. It was like everyone betrayed me. And these were people in our military, okay? These are people directly connected to the Justice Department. These are people directly connected to the CIA. These are CIA. These are feds, okay? I feel like it's like everybody in my corner I watch turn on me. And in hindsight, I'm like replaying their conversations in my head, and they're talking about me, to me. They're talking about the plans for my life. They're telling me the plans for my life. They're telling me. They're referencing somebody in their personal life that is so sick and is sleeping on couches and has no place to live. But they're basically talking about that's what's going to happen to me. Okay, that ended up being me a year later. Okay, and so it's like I'm realizing all of those people in my life were probably not for me. Okay, because they're telling me what's going to happen to me, which means that there are rooms that they're in or around, or people they're around that know this, or they're under some kind of programming where they're giving me the information. Okay, so right now we are dealing with a beast. We are dealing with Neuralink, which is a human chipping system to program us and dehumanize us in coordination with Mattel. Donald Trump is fully a part of all of these Nazi plans. okay? They are still going after me every night, radiating me to death with neuro headsets on my head. This morning, I cleared enough energies to figure out that it was military. I believe it's U.S. military or a form of that. I've also gotten messages that there's a USSR military on U.S. ships. So it could be that version, and that's part of the infiltrated military ships, which were instructed to be cleared out yesterday. All USSR ships were supposed to be cleared out. These are George W. Bush, Putin coalitions that are part of Trump's regime, okay? So the USSR ship could have had something to do with the military that I came in contact with today. I know they're black ops, and he said, I'd say I'm going to whistleblow this right now as they're killing me, okay? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, okay? These people were instructed to report and whistleblow over a year ago. And these people are really like cowards. Like these are not good people. These are not strong people. You were told. I believe I was working in coordination with Joe Biden. I believe that. I believe that in my heart of hearts, okay? Even though they've deleted all of those records out of the military since they got the fake press back into the freaking White House and they infiltrated our military. He was getting them to freaking try to do the right thing. Joe's fair, okay? I'm not fair. He is fair. I have dealt with this enemy, I think, longer and have been a victim of them way worse than Joe was. I think he's a fair person. If I were to say anything about Joe Biden, I would say he's fair. He gives them a fair shot to do the right thing. I do not operate like him. And I think I don't operate like him because I know this enemy better than Joe did at that time. I don't know if I were to have a conversation with Joe today in terms of that, I don't know that he would be as fair today as he was a year ago, okay? But because he didn't understand the enemy in terms of how soulless and ruthless they are. I knew who they were. I watched them laugh and be happy when I'm dying, okay? I have been around this evil and I understand who they are. You do not talk to them. You do not let them in. I believe I had clients who were them. I regret it. I regret giving them a fair shot and believing in the good in them. I regret it because I let them in. You cannot let this enemy in. They are deadly. You cannot be fair. You cannot give them a fair shot. You have to it is to the death because it is either them or millions. Okay. You have to understand the level of this enemy, and there's still not an understanding of this. There's still not an understanding of this within our own military, which is intentional. And that is a form of gaslighting. Not preparing our own U.S. military for this enemy is gaslighting because the generals that were put in place are part of the coalition. And it is connected to the banks on Wall Street and XRP week. We are XRP. We are. They are auctioning us off through Bill Gates's Microsoft wizard systems. Okay, they're selling off our eyes. They're selling off our brains. They sell off our organs. They sell us off bit by bit. This is what they get off on. They're very sick. Okay, they did a show, I think, where they had a scene around this. It is based on reality. They have put us on black markets, okay, through Donald Trump's Treasury Department, and they have sold us. And we go like this. There are death contracts and there are life contracts. Okay? It's just like the movie The Big Short. They were betting on the market failing. Okay? It's the same thing. It's like whoever does their database, whoever they are on Wall Street, I think it's going through IBM right now. However, they're doing the back channels to China. It's all insider trading. It is basically like, okay, we have her contracts coming in. These are death contracts. So it's going to go $500,000 to whoever freaking kills her. Okay. And they're going to send out the $500,000, whatever it is. So it's $1 billion contracts that are going out to whatever these people are. I'm going to come in as a bond. They're going to come in and then they're going to freaking try to kill me. And it's to the death. Okay. It's to the death. It is literally to the freaking death. And this is how they run the contracts. Now, if I do something else where they realize I'm something else, then I will go into a life contract and it's like, you can pay to save her right now. and it goes into full-blown trafficking operations. And then I will get, it's like, okay, well, you go into film, you will go into movies, you will do this. But if you fuck up and you go against our regime and you talk about us and you out us in any way, you will lose that life contract. So whoever paid that money to get you out, the life contract, then that money goes to shit. And it's a form of exploitation. It's a mental illness. It's a sickness. Okay. It is the metaverse. Okay. I refer to it as the stupid verse. It is run by fucking morons. Okay. We could have shut this down in a day if the right information got out, but they shut it down. They paid off the media. There was another media buyout that came in, I want to say several days ago. And that's the XRP crypto, because it's crypto week. Okay. We are crypto. That means there's going to be deaths coming in. That's why there's all these floods that happened. Okay. That's all the floods. And the children, we are crypto. I was surrounded by children last night. They're attacking me. They wanted me to attack the children. These sick people want me to attack the children because they put them in my energy field through their avatar systems. Okay. Then I have to save the freaking child. Who put the children around me? This is them. This is Donald Trump's evil, okay? It's his freaking tiny hands operation, his pedophile operations. This is them, okay? They're operating out of Manhattan. They're dark as F. So I just kind of want to just give you guys a heads up. I have to run right now. Thank you so much for supporting me over here. If you guys are interested in a reading, I am offering those now. I have a pre-recorded reading that I am offering. I think I'm just giving everybody a heads up on what really this is, what crypto is, what we really are, what we're going into, how they're moving the war forward. This is information everybody has to know in order to defend ourselves right now. You have to get the truth out right now. You have to get the truth out. All right. So I will leave you guys there. I'm sending you guys so much love and blessings. Thanks again for your support and sharing this with the right people, not the evil people. And I will talk to you all soon. Take care.